What the heck is going on, guys? Happy New Year. Cheers. Everything else. 17. I apologize very much for not getting this video out on New Year's Eve on Wednesday, but I I've been busy. I spent a lot of time with family and just been having a great time. And I just knew that you guys would understand that, I couldn't get it out on New Year's. I tried. I made a batch of beer, which I'll talk about in a second. And I spent all evening with my family, my immediate family, my wife and my kids. We had a great time. So, there it is. That's what we do. So cheers. And unfortunately, I ran out of homebrew a couple of hours ago. It happens. So I'm drinking a store-bought. I apologize for that. Okay, but that's one of the reasons why I do what I do when I brew my beer. I brew simple beers as well as more complex stuff. For me, it's a hobby, and as well as it's a necessity because I like to drink beer, but it's expensive where I live. So if I don't make it, then I'm basically pulling my wallet. And I can't do that right now. So that's kind of what brings me to sort of full circle about what this is all about, this channel, Craig Tube. I love doing different things. Yeah, sort of the whole theme for this channel on YouTube for me basically has been trying to get people in the door with brewing. And there's so much great content out there on YouTube about how to do this and how to do that. And, I can't be the guy who makes every single video about every single thing. Excuse me. This is embarrassing. You know how to get rid of hiccups? I'll tell you how. We'll do this. No, this is the best time to do it. Where have I got a glass here? I'm not even gonna stop the tape. Okay? Okay, bad hiccups. Not going to stop the tape. I'm going to go get myself a glass of water. And if you guys have, this is a great New Year's, where, I still have the hiccups. And I will prove that to you by sitting here and just waiting until they occur. But I'll keep talking about what I was talking about. See, there's another one. So, basically, what I just did okay, the hiccups are getting in the way. Let's do it. This is what you do for hiccups. Let me get one more so that you're not thinking I'm okay. Here we go. You take yourself a glass of water, cold water, all right? And what you're going to do is this is a good, thing for New Year's because everyone drinks a lot on New Year's and they get the hiccups and they don't know how to get rid of them. So this is how you do it, okay? And if you don't try it, you'll never know how it works. Okay. I don't want you guys to think that I'm faking these hiccups. I'm not. I swear to God. All right. Water. First thing. Drink as much as you can. Hold your breath. Hands up in the air. As long as you can. That should do it. Okay. So now we can carry on, you see. So now basically what I was saying was that hiccups, they're gone, for one thing. Works every time. I've told so many people how to do that, and they're all like, oh my God, you really serious? This works. And they're bowing to my knees. I mean, it's just, it works. So try that one. As you can see, or hear, they're gone. Okay. Anyway, that was actually not planned for this video. I took advantage of the fact that that's happened, and there you go. I demonstrated that, and it works. So, after I finished my little, party with my family, my wife and my 2 boys, which don't drink. They don't drink because they're not old enough, but my wife doesn't actually drink either, but, we had a good time. Spent some time with our rats that we have, some new rats that we got. Some people don't know that rats make good pets. They actually really do. Domestic rats make excellent pets. And then I decided to make a batch of beer. And I was running out of time and getting kind of tired. I thought, well, I got to do my Homebrew Wednesday video. My keg ran out. I'm out of homebrew. What am I going to do? I'm going to stand up in the kitchen and do an all-grain batch, take 5 hours, or am I going to boil grains, or do a mash, No, I wasn't going to do that. I was going to do a Cooper's IPA, which I've done many times. It took me, about half an hour to do it from start to finish, right? And that is now fermenting away over there. Well, it's starting to ferment. Here's the first thing. I love beer. Number 2, it's expensive where I live, so I can't afford to buy it all the time. Number 3, I haven't got a lot of time to brew beer. I have a busy life. I have things I got to do. I have a living to make. I have family to support. I have, lots of, I cook dinners, I clean. My wife works. I mean, it's not just like, it's not easy to find time to brew that often. So when you have that situation with those criteria, then you figure out what's best for you. And not only that, but those people who are just starting out brewing might not, be ready for the complex methods. I mean, listen, I'll be honest with you. I've been doing my live show Friday nights, 10 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, vonlive.tv/CraigTube. Just mentioning that, by the way. And people have called in, and, a couple of people have said, yeah, I started brewing, a few months ago, and I started with all grain. That's what I started with. All grain brewing. My first batch was all grain. And my response to that was, oh, God, man, you got more courage than I do. That's awesome that you would start with the most complicated method there is. And that's great. Now you've got this, you dove into the deep end and you survived. And now you're ready to dive and get, do more and just get into it deeply. That's great. And I have no objection to that whatsoever. But some people aren't at that level, or at that, some people can't even boil eggs without worrying about doing it wrong. So, and for those people, and I was the same way at the time when I started brewing, simple brewing methods are great and they're easy and they make pretty damn good beer if you know what you're doing. So, I have no shame in saying that I just put a Cooper's IPA down and put that yeast in, and it's going over there. So what's that going to taste like? Well, my friends that were over earlier, who tasted the last of my last batch, that's why the keg is empty, they loved it. They thought it was great. They thought it was, they like, what? You make this? I'm like, yeah. Haven't you watched my video? Most Most of my friends and family don't even watch my videos on YouTube. They have no idea what I do, on here. So they don't know. And so I said, well, go watch my videos for Pete's sake. You're a family, you're a friend, you should know. They'd have no idea. Because I'm not one to blurt out and brag about stuff and whatnot. So, but now they're going to go watch, and hopefully they'll do their own home brewing stuff to save some money as well. I think that, as I've said before, I've been thinking of redoing some of my homebrew videos from way back then, in the early days, and doing simple voiceover how-to videos of this is how you do it, add this to that, and just make it as easy and simple for people as possible. All the methods of brewing, not just the kits, but all the different methods. And so, that's the story. I'm gonna wish you guys a happy new year, happy holidays, great future in 2015. I hope things are good for you then. I hope the world changes, if you know what I mean. Think for the better, and we get back to, things happening the way they should. And I have had some delays in some of the videos that I've been planning on doing, pickle video and the some of the things, because it's just I haven't had time to shoot them. And when I shoot videos, I try to do a little bit of a bang up thing, like 2 cameras and whatnot. So there's a lot of planning involved with that. Plus, the pickles, I'm experimenting with different ways of cutting the cucumbers. So give me a chance, another week, to try that and see what happens. Because I want to be able to show you guys different ways of doing it. And that's why that's been delayed. Okay, other than the fact that last week my cucumbers went bad because I was busy and I went to make a video and it was like, cucumbers went bad, I can't do it. So anyways, listen, this is not much of a homebrew Wednesday video, but it is me saying to you, Happy New Year and happy holidays. I hope you had a great time and drank some great beer and other things as well. And I will see you on Friday night, this coming Friday night, 10 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, on my radio broadcast on vonlive.tv/CraigTube. And are the hiccups back? No, they're not. So if you have problems with hiccups, you just learn how to get rid of them. Do it exactly the way I just said. And let me know next time you have them in the comment section. Remember to come back and tell me if it worked or not. You got to do it exactly how I told you. As much water as you can. Hands up in the air. Hold your breath as long as you can. As long as you can. All right? And then that's it. They're gone. Cheers, guys. 17. Be safe. We'll see you Friday night. Take care. Bye.